What's happening, comic fans? Well, we're going to turn this into the comic newsroom because we have a new series alerts. Yes, my girl, Kara, is back in a new ongoing series, at least I hope it's ongoing, coming in May. Let's get into it. All right, people, so we're jumping right in. Got some fun, exciting news that I really just came across by chance the other day. I don't even remember where I saw it, but seen it across several sources and from some of the creators involved. But yeah, Supergirl is going to have a new ongoing launches May 14th. And yes, I'm ready for it. It's time for her to be back, another ongoing series. And hopefully, we'll get into some of my expectations and some of my hopes for it in a bit. But first, we're going to start off with Sophie Campbell, who some of you may know from the last TMNT series for IDW before they just did the relaunch. She did a lot of world building, expanding the world of the Ninja Turtles towards the end of that, writing and drawing that, and she will be doing some of the same for Supergirl. So she will be writing and drawing that, and they've already revealed some of the covers for the first issue here and overlay some of those variants there. She'll be doing the all-in for #1, but then there's also Artgerm, which we'll get back into him in a second. But Artgerm is doing cover. Bilquis Evely, I think that's how you pronounce her name, she drew the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which I'll be touching on that again briefly. W. Scott Forbes, as well as Joshua Middleton, who's done obviously a lot of work on Supergirl over the years. But yeah, so they're going to do a lot of the variants there. Back to Artgerm, he is the one that's responsible for, if you look at her costume here, he's been responsible for the redesign there. So a lot of tweaks there, including just the overall look of it, as well as the adjustments to the S symbol. So all looking sharp there in Supergirl is Artgerm's favorite DC character, probably. I think she's his favorite comic book character of all. And obviously, if you've been following me for a while, you know that Supergirl is my favorite DC character. So all sorts extra excited for this one. And then as I touched on with Evely doing one of the variants there, and she drew the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow series, which, yes, shocker, I did not really care for that series. I will still maintain I don't think that was a Supergirl story originally. It just reads, the way it reads, it just feels as if it was originally a script featuring another character or didn't feature her at all. I'm pretty sure just another character, and it just got repurposed to fit Supergirl into it. Because nothing about it just didn't really feel like an organic Supergirl story, which, I mean, organic, whatever, because you can tweak any story however, but it just didn't really feel like a Supergirl story to me. But that's that. It's over and done with. But yeah, so we're back with Supergirl, and so now some of my expectations and hopes for it. So what they're planning to do, what Sophie's planning to do with Supergirl, taking her back to Midvale, and just kind of going back to some of her roots there, talking about some of the stories that were inspiration for her, or some of her kind of favorite Supergirl stories like growing up. And so she kind of wants to kind of harken back to that. So, and it's going back to the city, there's another Supergirl there. Like, who is this person? So they're going to start, I guess the series will start out with that. But definitely curious. I dig what Sophie Campbell was doing with the Ninja Turtles, artistically, visually. I like her style. So I'm absolutely curious to see what she's going to do here. Something else wanted for Supergirl, get back to some long, ongoing series, really expanding who she is, her powers, her supportive cast, her rogues gallery especially, just expanding all of that and just get away from the super family altogether, but really just making sure, just really strengthening her foundation as a character and her place within the wider DCU. So definitely optimistic about all of that, and just curious. I'm just excited because this is gonna be cool. Supergirl back in another series again, and hoping just really just some solid world building stuff for the character, for the book, and not hopefully just don't lean a lot of sort of stuff that was done with the CW series, and just like make it her own, make it just really just do some great things, especially visually. So just from every angle, I'm just curious to see what the hell Sophie Campbell's going to do with this, and definitely optimistic. And I'll be picking up a lot of covers for this one, and yeah, just seeing who all is involved as far as character wise, allies, enemies, and then eventually how long is Sophie Campbell going to be writing and drawing it? Because that's a heavy task for any person. She did a lot of that for TMNT, so just props for anybody being able to do that for an ongoing series. like month after month writing and drawing it is, again, just that's a tall task. But yeah, so just some comic book news. I want to share this one, obviously being Supergirl fan, so have to bring this. I've already been sharing this all over on Twitter, on Instagram. Definitely have, obviously gonna bring it to YouTube and talk about it on the website genotalkscomics.com. So obviously you can guess where my level of excitement is, but I'm curious where everybody else is. Are you interested in the Supergirl series? What do you know about Sophie Campbell's work? Are you curious to see what she's doing? What do you think? Who do you want to see? What do you want to see from this series as far as Supergirl, or just with the series, or her, and like just why you're standing within the greater DCU? Share all that and thoughts, concerns, all that in the comments below. I'm definitely curious to see what everybody else is thinking about. But yeah, happy reading, happy collecting. I'm Gino, the Gino Talks Comics. Thanks for watching and peace out.